This is the one time, Sage. I don't mind you playing a little emotionally, girl. Get your
I
lick
know,
back.
right?
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Survivor, Season 49, Episode 11. I'm Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. So let's get into this episode. Sophie S went home. I was like, you were asking in the beginning, like, where should we start? I said, start right there, okay?
Yes.
Was it an emotional decision? Yes. Was it the one I wanted? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Straight up, I was so happy. I said, Sage, everybody, don't y'all waver. Don't y'all waver. Get her out, because she's just as much of a threat as Savannah. The only thing I think Savannah has on her in terms of like competition level is being nested in this alliance, and also the fact that people have wanted her out consistently. People have not necessarily wanted Sophie S out consistently. So, yeah, I was happy. I was rooting for it the entire time. I was like, this is the one time, Sage. I don't mind you playing a little emotionally, girl. Get your
I
lick
know,
back.
right? Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. And I was just like, like, this is what I was saying before. Like, I do think this is the right move for Sophie to not go after Rizzo and them this vote. But next vote is do or die, girl. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm calling her Sophie instead of Soph because she's the original Sophie.
Yeah. She actually made a TikTok, and she was like, and you could call me Soph now or something like that. It was really cute.
Soph or Sophie?
So one of the two. It was either Soph or Sophie, but basically I'm the only one.
Oh, I hope it's Sophie, because that makes more sense. Like, But yes, this is great.
Yeah.
No notes.
Excellent. 10 out of 10.
No notes.
Not a 1.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning of the episode. Sage, she was so iced out on Sophie S when they were talking on the beach, when she was trying to tell her like why it happened the way it happened. She was like stale face, like, bitch, don't fucking talk to me. And I was like, that's that. You can't if you could say anything about Sage, it is that she is real as hell, and she's not gonna sugarcoat how she feel, and I respect that about her. I do wish that it didn't necessarily like spill too much into the game, because I feel like if she wasn't such an emotional player, she would probably be a better player. Like her gameplay would be better.
I mean, it definitely would be better. It definitely be better. I guess I'm just, maybe my you think was about like, I'm not sure that is gonna go too much better. Like I see her as a decent player, but she doesn't give me, there's more unlocked potential. It just means she won't make mistakes. But I can't even call this as a mistake. I think it's an emotional move, yes, but at the end of the day, I do feel like it's not always about getting the target out. It's getting the target out on your terms. You know what I mean? So if they got Savannah out this time, that's a Sophie S move. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a both Sophies, twinning out here. That's their move. That's not a Sage move. That's like I wanted to get her out so long, and then boom, these people, their plan went lickety split like that. And so it's like, that's not your moves. I think Savannah is a better person to get out than Sophie S. I do think she is, but for your particular game, Sage, I think that was fine, because it's like, this wouldn't have been your move to get Savannah out. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't have. So it wouldn't have counted the same way as you needed it to count at the previous times when you tried to do it. So I think that changes things. So I'm okay with her emotional play.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's jump back to Tribal. What did you think about Juwan and all of his theatrics through Tribal? They were hilarious.
He did something. I know he did.
Yeah. It was
I'm like, aren't the jurors not supposed to speak?
I was like, boy, is you hot? Like, I know it's hot as hell up there. Is that what you brought in your suitcase? A turtleneck to Fiji?
I know. I was like, not him walking on here like John Legend, okay? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, who is this?
Okay. He did look handsome. He was well put together.
He looked nice. He looked nice. I'm not making but he was just like, I did think I expected him to cut his hair like a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, but his beard was cut up a little bit, He had his turtleneck, his John Legend turtleneck on. Carl Thomas, maybe.
It was. I was watching. It was a clip that came on my timeline. It was Bryce and Windows podcast, and Bryce was like, "Juwan came in there like this." Cracking up.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious. It was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely love the move. I love the communication. And Jawan was like, "Get her." Yeah, you would have thought like Jawan was the only jury member.
I know, right? Yeah,
it was all about Jawan, okay?
I was glad for this moment for everybody. Like, everybody came up on top with this move. Like, everybody. Like, Christina and them. It's not you, Christina, because they only had Steven. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Steven, you keep your vote. You know? Everybody. Sage, you get your lick back. Savannah, you get your lick back, too. Right? You know? It's like, Sophie, you ain't gotta play your cards too early. Like, everybody. Rizzo, you keep that idol. Like, everybody. This was Christmas.
Right. Literally, everybody gets to play another week and play hard. Like, that's what this set this up for. Like, it's going to, this is going to be a hard play final six for sure. I think this has been overall a really good season because it's really like been able to like build up and continue to build, and it hasn't fizzled out yet.
And
that's like, there's no clear winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a chance in this top six for sure.
Yeah, and I think that it's no clear winner because there is Rizzo and there's Savannah who are like in the front, and you're just like, I know y'all about to trip them up. Somebody about to stick out a foot. Like, I know it's gonna happen. So who's gonna be the one? And that's what it's like. That's what's keeping it like entertaining because it's like I know they don't make it, right? Y'all don't let them make it,
right?
Like,
you would hope. Hope.
Yeah. So it's like it's getting kind of like, whoa, what's gonna happen? So I really do think that Sophie. She about to do some things because like, and I hate that they released who was going to be on 50 already. If they had not done that, a lot of this would have been more surprising to me, like Rizzo and whatever I think is going to happen with Sophie as we move forward. But now that, because I know she's going to be on 50, I know that she does something that marks her place. And I think that she's got like at least a big move coming that is gonna be that thing. And so I wish they had just left them as question marks. You know, they do that all the time. Leave them as question marks.
I mean, they did leave them as question marks. It's the people who get leaked information and they continue to just like leak, and now it's spreading like wildfire. So
the official
cast list of who is 49, who is on there for 49 is not out. It's just leaked.
What?
Yes, it's just leaked. Yeah, the official. Everybody else that's on the cast list is official, but like if you go on Survivor's page, the two people from 49 are question marks. It's leaked to people, and it just there's in the Survivor fan base that's posting. They're like on the Reddits and stuff like that, so it's like out there. And so that's how you know.
Y'all can tell who the historian is in the group or who the researcher is. It's not me. I'm a casual watcher, as we like to call the big brother.
Yeah, I do be down to the Survivor TikToks, but I am happy that I have not crossed a post that says who is the winner. And if you're listening to this, release them figures out the comments because I don't want to know. I want my suspense to continue to build.
That'd be horrible. I would block them. It's like, no, don't. It's not a threat. Just don't do it. Just be nice. Be a kind human.
Please. Should we talk about the journey?
Yeah, let's talk about Steven's journey. I wasn't sure what to feel while he was doing it because I was like, tag, everything that he gets that protects him might also put Christina in, the firing line. And I am like, I didn't know how to feel about it. Really?
I thought the opposite.
I guess, I get what you're saying for the advantage. I think I'm just never knowing how to feel about Steven and what's, his stuff. But immunity, I was thinking that for sure. That like, I don't want him. I don't know. I just didn't know because I was like, I could see the advantages being a help. But also it's just like I still get scared, I still get scared because I'm like, what if they're like, okay, well, we know he got this or he might have that, and so let's put it on Christina, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a world where Sophie, Rizzo, and Savannah want to go to top 3 with each other. I just don't see that world because their games have been so aligned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm surprised that we haven't.
I feel like everybody has Christina in mind to take to their final 3. I think one of those spots. I think for everybody,
or
probably
Sage,
Christina,
but probably Christina.
Yeah, or even Sage. Yeah, but yeah, Sage still has like people more so kept saying Jawan was the person running the votes most of the time. So maybe Sage doesn't necessarily have that perspective, but I think for the most part, people are probably seeing Christina in their top 3 as the person that they could be. Unfortunately, with like who's left, like whoever is next to you, like let's say it's Sage, Christina, and then like Sophie, or Sage, Christina, Savannah, like it doesn't matter. That next person next to you is also going to be somebody who is heavy in the running. But anyways, that's off topic. Who's talking about Steven in the journey? I thought it was great. I was rooting for him to get it because I was like, if he gets this advantage, didn't know what it was, but I was just like, automatically that protects him and Christina because that gives him an opportunity to do something potentially with Sage. I didn't know what Sophie S was going to do with the idea of there being an advantage out there, but I was like, at least them 3 could get together and do something. So I was 110% rooting for it.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't understand was why he did not tell Christina.
Cause that look, I'm rolling my eyes at Steven because it doesn't feel like she's his real, person. I was wondering, I'm like, is he gonna take her on the spaghetti reward? Is he gonna take her?
He better after that idol. He better.
Right. And she better be person, but she was. But I was kind of like, I don't know where the trust is with him and her. So I don't know, because he the one telling other people about her idol, So right. I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, I just didn't see like where he was in the game at that point. Why he would put I mean, he might put Christina out there, to be out if it's like a me or her situation, but I did not see him willingly wanting to work with the other 3. I felt like if he got the advantage, he would try to do something to steer the vote in his direction to at least get Savannah or Rizzo out, especially after he won immunity.
Yeah. I don't want Steven to win. I don't like the way he's operated with Christina. And I don't want him to win.
No, I'm with you on that. I don't want him to win either.
Was he my winner pick? No, we know my winner pick. But was he up there for me like number 2, or was that?
I think we both had him around the same area, which was probably around at least
7.
Like between 7 up there for sure. I can't remember exactly where I had Steven, but I think we both had him up there pretty high. But yeah, I am with you. I don't want him to win at all.
And the one thing I was thinking about with Sophie's block of vote, at first I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna do it, and whatever plan they have is gonna be foiled. But I doubt that she would, like, if I was her, where idol is, I would never use this block of vote, use my knowledge power to get an unknown advantage, like unless it was the only thing I knew, like 2 things, do the other thing.
Yeah, no, for real. Agreed, 110%. And I feel, but I don't know how that's gonna come into play next week, because with his advantage, he has to say it before he goes to tribal. So, and her advantage is played at tribal. So I'm like, how does that work? Can she technically? I
was thinking about that too. Take it, yeah. Can she take it?
Because he's using it already. Yeah. Once he says the person that he wants to block the vote from, he has used it. So,
I think
that's the advantage that Steven has in this.
Yeah, I would hope that that's how it worked, because technically it, like, this opportunity, this tribal would be the one where she could steal it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he didn't play it. He didn't intend to play it, but he still had it. And so I would hope that's how they would, set the rules up for that. Because that makes the most sense. Because I was thinking that as well. I was like, I guess the folks have voted because, I guess he's not blocked anybody's vote, because I was like, they have voted and they would have to have had the parchment already there. And so just what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about Rizzo trying to guess what the advantage was?
I was like, Rizzo.
He was close.
He's a smart kid. Yeah, he's a smart kid. He's always thinking. Yeah.
I hope it would really work. And when I say in Steven's favor, I mean in Christina's favor, if Rizzo believes it is still a vote, because then he's like, we're down in numbers because now they have 4 with their 3. It would really be great, because then Rizzo would probably like have to come with his white flag raised and say, one of them two, just not me at that point.
And then also, like, Sophie could steal his idol. And it's like... But it's an interesting thing. Yeah, Sophie either has to do it this one or at 5. So, or maybe she would never use it. Like, if it's not advantageous for her to use it, then don't. You know what I mean? And I feel like you can brag and just be like, I didn't need it at any point and no one in this game knew about it. But it's nice if you have it and you don't have to use it. But at the same time, it's flashier if you use it.
Yeah.
So, the jury they like that a little bit more, I think. But, it's a wow factor either way. But yeah, we'll see what she does with it. We will see. If she was saying she wants to sit next to Sage, I was like, that's interesting. Because Sage isn't the person who I would have said. I think she beats Sage, but she's not the person who I would have thought. But yeah, if her, Sage, and Christina, sounds good to me. Because then that's like, they can get Rizzo, get out Steven, and then Savannah, and it's like, boom, boom, boom. So that's got to be her final 3 that she's looking at. That's got to be it, actually. Now that I think about it, I wasn't even thinking. But that's what she's thinking. It's her, Sage, and Christina. That's what they are thinking. And I think Sophie was the right piece to move out, because you don't want... A player like Sophie, she's going to be... trying to...
she's all over the place,
anybody but me. And so she's going to be trying to move. I hated how much she was talking in this episode. I was like, oh, I got to listen too much to this girl with this episode.
Yeah, she was very confident, too. She was overly confident.
Yes.
She thought she had that thing in the bag. And that was the most beautiful part about it, which reminds me, I saw a TikTok Savannah made where she was talking about that moment, the exchange that her and Christina had at Tribal, where Christina was like, it's a strong dislike. Apparently, that was like made up. They planned to go to Tribal to have some sort of exchange. Are they the best of buds? That it seemed like no, but like, and she also said, I was not expecting Christina to come for me that hard. But it was a plan to do what they could have done to make sure that Sophie S remained comfortable at Tribal. Why they felt the need to do that, I'm not sure.
Okay. So that is what's going on with the Christina vote, because I was surprised she came around. Like, what was that about? I wonder.
About like, her still voting for Savannah?
She voted for Sophie. Everybody voted for Sophie. So I was like, why? What switched her? Because she seemed like to be the only person who wasn't going to vote Sophie.
I don't know what switched her, to be quite honest. I don't know if it just was the fact that Sophie S has lied over and over and over again, and it was a clear person that Christina could not trust based on the things that she said, versus Savannah, you just know she's on the other side. Like, there's no, do this and, X, Y, and Z. It's, you're on the one side, I'm on this side. But Christina clearly has been feeling very heavy by the portrayal. And so I think, like, Sophie S literally voting for Jawan was her $1 million mistake. Like, that was her $1 million mistake, because everybody else was trying to work with Sophie S, and she went to the wrong side. She went to the wrong side. If she would have stayed where she was at, that Rizzo and Sophie B, they might have been trying to come for Sophie S, but that side would have remained intact, I'm sure. And it would have been Rizzo is next, unless he used that idol. So I think that's what made Christina be like, yeah, she could go. I think everybody was over it, to be quite honest. Just like Alex went from playing in the middle, you can't do
same.
that.
Yeah, not you. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's interesting. One of the things that when they were at the, like, Christina, Steven, and Rizzo were at the spaghetti feast, right? I was like, not Rizzo getting a plan going, and like Steven, like, I think this could be, because that was where Christina was like, I'm telling him that, but I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was just like, this man, he need to be no one needs to be a cult leader, but the white man audacity starts young, okay? Because like the audacity, he just be like, yep. No, I think we should do this, and I think we should do that. Because like this, it's like. He exudes like,
it's innate for Rizzo. He got it. He got it, like, for real. When he said, I had forgotten that he was from New York, but when he said it, I was like,
he's from New York?
It makes sense. You're from New York.
Yeah.
You come from an immigrant family who probably had to get out the mud a little bit. Maybe not as much as others, but you had to get a little bit. And you're in sales. So
sales,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure somebody need to offer him a sales job. You get what I'm saying? Like, he got one. This is his resume. No, I mean, I don't know where he working. I don't know where he's working, because how old is he? Like 18, 19? What is he? 20?
I don't even know, child.
I gotta get his age, but I know it ain't no job it ain't the job he could get. Okay, right. I'm saying, like, I just met somebody recently that worked for one of these big tech companies, and they were in sales, and she was like, they fly me everywhere, and like, look, I'm just chit chatting, eating. I ain't never had a job that had me. So, like, Rizzo, find your people, go to your tech job. You know what I'm saying? He's 25. That explains a lot, because I think we all underestimate him, thinking he's 18, 19. And he actually is not. You know what I mean? Because he looks very young. And so he's 25 is old enough to have some sense. It's old enough to have some sense, but it doesn't take anything away from him, but it's old enough to have some sense. I was giving him 18, 19. I thought he was like 18, 19, 20.
Same. But I thought 25 is like,
for sure. Yeah, he need to apply for for a job at like one of these tech companies and being like, look, this is my real tape, my tape. This is my interview, this is my portfolio.
Yeah. Nah, he is good, because I definitely was like, Steven, you're not supposed to be eating out of Rizzo hand. That's not how that go.
Yeah, it's like, I would be very unsatisfied with a Steven win, but just because of, like, I don't think he's done a great job with the cards he's been dealt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he had a very good hand, and he could have played it a little differently. It just, I didn't like the way he's played the hand he's dealt. And it's like, Rizzo didn't have the best hand, and I love the way he's played the cards he's dealt, and a lot of other players too. But yeah.
Speaking of Rizzo, so we had our theories as to why he was playing the idol, but he was playing it to get Christina to get up and play hers, which I thought was very smart. I thought that was very smart.
And it takes me back to the conversation we had last week about Sage telling everybody about Christina's idol. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the impact it's had on the game. You know what I'm saying? And just this idea of, like, Steven is like, not trusting Christina. Why? And it's like this ripple effect that it's had. But anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real, child. The comments say otherwise, baby. I've been fighting on TikTok with these folks, some of them.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care.
I don't either, about the implications.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all be committed to misunderstanding, and it's not cool. But
I started to look at the comments. I didn't look at none of the comments, so
it's not got a response. Just know I have a response, and some people were just responding because they also understood. But that was unfortunate, because Christina could have had an idol for probably a good 2 more tribals for real. I think.
I mean, it seemed like a little bit like she might have been itching to play it a little bit because of, not itching, but like thinking she had to because of the Steven's hot water situation. But I guess I'm just saying, like, overall, everybody knew, people are making moves to get you to play.
Get yours out, but not Rizzo's. Yes.
Yeah. And so it's just a lot, but
yeah. I did kind of want to circle back to tribal when Sage was talking about Juwan. I thought that was very nice what she said and like what Juwan was able to provide her out there. What'd you think about it?
I thought it was nice. I didn't realize they were like that emotionally bonded in that way. It sounded very emotional, like their bond. I thought it was kind of the strategic and, but I guess, and just somehow they just trusted each other or were in the same position. They like, game recognized game. Let's roll. But it seemed like there was a deeper relationship and friendship that they had. And so but I guess I should have known that when she started crying last week, because she did just immediately break down. But it was interesting overall, just the episode and the trajectory of everything. But
when the episode first started and she was talking about wanting to get her revenge and how upset she was again when she was talking to Sophie S, and then when like Sophie B walked up and she was like, you sitting or not, like you joining or not. I thought that was hilarious, by the way. I was
wondering why she was coming up anyway,
because Sophie B be listening on conversations. That's not her first time listening on a conversation. But I was like, does she have a crush on Juwan? Like, what's going on here? But she said Sage. That's what I had.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah, like,
really? She said she had a partner, though. She said Austin.
It wasn't until she said she had a partner. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was not until tribal that I was like, oh, okay. She's just like, they really were able to form a really nice relationship. But yeah, I definitely thought at first.
You thought that? I didn't think that.
I was like, maybe we want to get some strong ass revenge, okay?
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And when the episode first started, they do like the little like the summary of what happened before. I didn't even know her and Juwan had a conversation where she was like, it's me and you till final two. Like, I promised you that, or something like that. Like, I give you my word. Like, I didn't even know that they was like locked in like that for real. So I thought it was a crush, honey. But
really, that's so funny. Yeah, it didn't cross my mind, but she was going really hard. But I think part of me just assumed a little bit, because like part of me assumed that it was her embarrassment for herself, also she's angry for herself, like, you know what I'm saying, that she's worsened her position, like Sophie S has worsened her position. And so I just thought it was all this rage. I was like, homegirl need a good little rage therapy, something, she needs to work through some of that, because she really like with everybody, but it's funny when she was walking over to tribal, I was like she with this Annalise Keaton walk, like she do a little. I was like, what is happening, girl?
Pay attention, because I have not noticed that, but that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, because I was trying to figure out what's happening here. Why is she walking past the jury like that? Maybe I wasn't looking at it right, but it was given that. I was like, what's happening, girl?
Maybe it was her doing her warrior walk out, like.
Maybe it was, because maybe she would, like I said, like maybe she just was making her walk more exaggerated, but I was like, okay. But anyway, I don't have anything else on this episode.
Me either. Nope. So we'll catch you for next week's episode. Hit the subscribe button, that notification bell. Bye.
Bye.